this is where I want to go with this, because during that reaction, as I was watching that scene, I know you've worked with Marvel before. Dude, I said, this is the guy that should be playing Miles Morales.
Oof.
Right away. From when I saw that, I said, this is the guy, that dynamic. My question went that, though, is because The Runaways is part of the MCU. There are other people who've done it, multi-roles inside of it, you know, the MCU and stuff too. Is that something that you would even be able to do with the contract that you have now? Because that movie is potentially 3-4. They said they were going to bring Miles Morales in live action.
Oh.
They said they were going to do that. How familiar with Miles Morales? Is that something you think that you would want to do? Have you heard that comparison after this episode 3?
I've heard the comparison ever since I saw the animation that they made. Ever since the movie came out. I remember watching it on the screen and going, holy shit, that. And I looked over at my friend as I saw the first time we saw him on screen, the very first shot of Miles Morales in the animated movie. It's Into the Spider-Verse, the first one,
yes.
Right? Yeah. I look over at my friend and he's already looking at me like, dude, what the like, it looks so much like you.
Yeah.
And so that was a really cool moment because that doesn't happen very often. But that was cool for me. And then, yeah, I think at that point I was like 19, 18 years old. And I was like, please, let's go make this movie.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. And now I'm getting older, and I'm like, I don't know if they're going to want a 20-something-year-old playing Miles Morales. I know I play younger, and I look younger. I'm play 17 on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But then you think about 3 movies down the line. Am I going to look even older 5 years from now? I think about those things because I would – so to answer the question, I would love to get to play something like that. I think it's an incredible character, and I've been such a massive fan of Spider-Man my entire – since I saw the Tobey Maguire movie, so since I was a kid, you know. I had Spider-Man sheets and you know, toy. Why do I want to say toy figures?
Yeah,
what are they called?
Action figures.
Action figures.
Yeah.
All my life growing up,
Yeah.
and so it would be an incredibly exciting thing to get to do. I don't know if they're by the time that they comes around and they finally do it, have I aged out of it?
But I think you said it though. I think that the good news for you is that you play younger.
Yeah.
I mean, you could still
That'll
make that
help.
work. Plus, that we don't know where they're gonna put
That's
it.
the thing. Whatever the story is, if they want him to be some 15-year-old kid, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
If they're cool with him being some college-aged kid, then that would be fantastic.
I think what the benefit that you have there is that because the Spider-Verse animation films are so popular, it's not like one of these things. Sometimes there's animation films or things that they've done, and it's like, well, nobody really knows the origin story to this kid, so we probably have to do it in live action to the origin. Those are very popular movies that, in the same way, you don't have to do another Peter Parker origin story. You could do Miles Morales. He's in it, or it's like right as he's supposed to, or he makes an appearance, whether it's whatever it might be. But do you think that it would be a conflict because of the Runaways?
I don't think so.
No?
From what I've heard, and like, not that there's been conversations with people who are making the films, but there's been like, I know people higher up in the Marvel. Obviously, I worked in the Marvel show. I don't think there would be an issue with that.
Okay. And what about the Runaways when you were